No, I got to lean in.
Happy, boring Wednesday for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm here with the panelists for this evening. Okay. I don't know if that was a real yawn or not, but if it wasn't, it was very fitting and appropriate. Danny cannot be here tonight, but that's okay. He's been here all season through many panels,
Lucky
so
him.
he deserves a break, as we all do actually. And after today, we will get that break. We will get that break. Sorry for y'all because we do love chatting with you guys. But what's going on, Chase? What's going on, Love? What's going on, Jamie? How y'all feeling tonight?
I woke up out of my sleep for this, and that's all I have to say.
You could have stayed asleep and still recap the episode.
I'm gonna try it now.
I'm gonna
Love,
try
how
it
you
now.
doing? Love, how you doing?
I'm good. I don't know about this reunion, but I'm good. I'm better than this reunion, baby.
Oh, listen, it ain't hard to be, but I know you. They mean you are great and amazing. Jamie, how about you? I like that shirt.
Thank you. I don't know. Some man gave it to me. Some man I ran into. It was
Some
some
man's always
punk.
giving it to you, huh?
Some punk.
He gave. Oh, excuse me. What was that? Hold on now.
Already start. Well, we arguing
That's-
more than they did on those couches, so let's get into it.
Well, listen, we're not gonna be here all night. I'm gonna tell you right now because we're at the end of the season. We have given not only just Beverly Hills, but we've been here for all these shows for the last 3 to 4 months. 4, 5, 6 shows a week at one point, and so make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's been a great season. We're going to talk about this last little bit of Beverly Hills. I did see that they have already started. They're going to start their filming for the next season 14, I believe, in May. I think I read online.
I think so. April and May.
I heard
I know
April.
it's coming back. Is it April?
That's what I heard.
Well, maybe it's
I
April.
hope May.
I know it's soon. It's coming up. But technically they've been out since a year. So they, what's up, Chase?
Why?
I asked you.
I asked you.
Is it a co-incident?
I mean, they're still
My favorite type of incident.
They're still rated quite high. I think a lot of their success from the previous seasons keeps them afloat and keeps them renewed, honestly. But if the seasons continue, like I feel like maybe this one was in terms of like actual content, not saying that the viewers are not watching and we're not enjoying whatever, because we're not, some of us not anyway. But I think that they will probably slow down and then they'll probably figure out what's going to happen. It's like all the other franchises, because Atlanta was up here, and then they're still up here in my eyes, but they still have they have some work to do. So again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out our other shows. This is the last one for Beverly Hills. Married to Medicine's last review is next week, and then Potomac has about a good 4 to 5 more shows before that wraps up too. And of course, if you're going to be watching Jersey, we will be recapping Jersey starting in May when it comes on Sundays, I believe is when it's going to be. So let's get into it. All right. So last week's episode, it ended with Kyle and Sutton having a disagreement. Sutton basically was telling Kyle how she felt on her and the, the alcohol.
Not drunk.
Sorry, my mind is elsewhere, clearly, right?
On drugs.
Sutton is talking about how she was hurt. And basically she just Sutton is trying to get her case out, but Kyle won't let her. And Kyle tells her sometimes she should just shut up and listen. And I'm like, the irony, baby, the irony. And they get emotional, and they say that it's nothing that they can't come back from. Sutton, sometimes she big Sut, sometimes she little Sut, but sometimes she weak Sut. And in this reunion, on this part, she was giving weak Sut. I'm like, girl, you need to stand your ground because this woman is playing you. She's played you for 4 seasons now. And that's kind of what happens there. So any final thoughts on Sutton and Kyle? Because as we know, this is Sutton's last segment before she is escorted on out. Anything y'all want to add about Kyle and Sutton regarding the alcoholic accusations, their little battle for, and how do y'all think that they will move going forward? You think Sutton will continue to be Big Sut and hold Kyle accountable for things that she does, or will she crumble and shake and jitter like she did at the reunion?
Sutton will, in the moment, get in Kyle's ass, and then the difference between the two of them is Sutton feels bad for things that she says later and wants to genuinely make up with Kyle, and Kyle doesn't give a shit. Like, so it's. I was waiting for Sutton to really just like lay into her, and it pissed me off whenever she said, "Kyle, you've been incessantly mean to me the entire season." And Eric goes, "Oh, no, she hasn't." I'm like, yeah, she actually has. The viewers have actively said that. We've said this on the show for all 17 episodes. She actively has been picking at Sutton, and I was waiting for Sutton to stand in it. And she folded the minute Kyle said, "Oh, well, we're going to make up." I was like, God damn it. No, don't make up, Sutton. Don't. Stick it to her.
Well, any other thoughts, Chase? I know you got something to say, Chase. I mean, no.
I just want to talk about Sutton's last stand. So let's
literally the last stand.
This is literally her last stand. This was her last
time she stood.
Last time she stood on her 2 peg legs.
4 crab legs.
Yep.
The only thing that I want to add is I don't think the friendship will. You asked Tez what's going to be their friendship moving forward. I don't think it'll ever be genuine again. It never was genuine for Kyle, but I feel like Sutton at this point, Nancy Drew, it's never going to feel authentic with Kyle. I think getting along moving forward will just be for the show, and they're both good at just doing that. So I think if there was an actual friendship with Sutton, I think that's gone. It's not going to be genuine.
There is no actual friendship with Sutton and Kyle, by the way.
No. Nope.
There's no actual friendship between Kyle and anybody.
We have all in our Janice voice watched the show, so we know that's not a real friendship. And I think that if Kyle feels strongly about how she felt last week, saying that Sutton's whole game was to come on this season and come at her, I think she would always feel that way. And I think moving forward, I think she'll be on guard for her. In terms of,
I hope Sutton continues to whack her.
Me too. I really do.
Yeah,
every chance.
Yeah, but this is more proof that Kyle does not have any friends. I mean, she basically told Dorit that, "Girl, we really ain't friends. I'm just getting to know you." So I mean, hello.
I'm still getting to know you very bad.
I'm still getting to know you. Yeah. She did, Lisa Vanderpump's husband had to put her out the house. They're not friends no more. Kyle, you are the problem. You are the problem.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Since this episode had nothing going on with it, that I just want to say because this episode had nothing going on, Kyle and a bunch of other housewives that nobody cares about went on Drew Barrymore and they got to pick their own iconic moments. And do you know what Kyle picked? The splits.
Oh God.
And it should have been "Goodbye, Kyle," which is how you know someone is insecure in what they bring or lack thereof to this show.
Yeah.
It's goodbye. That's the most iconic. Well, you're a liar and a drunk and an alcoholic. That's correct. Yeah. The most iconic moment is not the splits.
Yeah, those splits, they never moved me. I mean, maybe she thinks she on RuPaul's Drag Race and lip sync for her life because even on there they don't gag me, and so it definitely don't gag me on Beverly Hills. I mean, ain't we tired of seeing them split and them depth drops? Ain't y'all tired of it?
If it was me, I know who I'd have lip syncing for their life.
Who would it be? If you
the left couch.
If Kyle was lip syncing, if she was in the bottom, because she would always be in the bottom, she was on my show. Who would she be lip syncing against?
Kathy.
It'd be a 3-way.
Erica probably.
It'd be a 4-way dance. It'd be Kyle. It'd be Dorit. It would be Anna Marie, and it would be Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal, I can't get it out because I think Jamie was
You always have to throw that girl under the bus.
Okay, let me ask you this. So then, Chase, to add to that, who do you think would win that lip sync? That 4-way that is a boring lip sync. Oh my God.
Crystal will be like this. Crystal will be like this. So she wouldn't win. I think Dorit would be pulling out props and stuff like that she can't afford. I don't know. Maybe Anna Marie, probably. She would do such a small town girl. Like if she had Journey or something like that. But if she had to do something like, Look Him or Brandy or something like that, she probably wouldn't do great at it.
Okay. Let us know in the comments whether you're watching live or you're watching a replay. If you watch Drag Race, they lip sync at the end and they're in the bottom. If Kyle had to lip sync for her life, we know she would do the splits, but who would she be doing the splits against? as she will be almost sent home packing. Let us know in the comments. We'll find out. So moving forward, speaking of lip syncing, as someone who I would have put in the lip sync after this reunion, Kathy is present, and they're waiting on her to get on stage. She's not mic'd at the moment. She's in the back taking photos and stuff like that, getting all ready to come out. And I guess it was, I don't know if it was supposed to be a surprise. Garcelle asked, but it didn't. I guess the surprise factor had ended because they all knew she was coming. She comes out and they immediately ask Erica about her comments on Kathy. And baby Sutton just starts to roll down the river. She is literally, she's like, I don't know if the Tourette's was happening in the moment, but she was basically having a form of tremors, is what, it's what you would medically call it. I didn't get that from Anna Marie. That's just some knowledge that I know and some research I did. Basically, started to not feel well, and they was like checking on her. And me, basically they think Kyle in her first thought, by the moment, she looks like she thinks that she's having a moment because she's scared to see Kathy. Because when she looked at Sutton and then she looked back at Kathy and just like no, girl, this is not connected. Whatever's happening had nothing to do with Kathy. Nobody's thinking about Kathy. Nobody's scared of Kathy, even though Erica seems to think so. I think she's the one that's scared of Kathy, actually, if you think about it. But they pretty much ask her to walk out and to put on can't stand. Erica, while this is happening, she's talking to Kathy and she asks Kathy how she's doing and if she still has a Christmas tree up. Just stupid questions. Meanwhile, Sutton is dying on the side over here. So they escort her out. And they said they're not going to take her to the hospital. They're just going to, have her lay down. I thought I'm like, are they going to have her lay on this couch? But they saying lay her on the couch, I guess. I was confused. I'm like, what are they going to have her lay at? She's not at home. Like, what you mean lay down?
Move, Anna Maria, move. We need this. Move, girl.
Anna Marie tries to give some unsolicited, I don't know, something, but I think everybody knows not to listen to her. And so they jump back to them on the stage. And I'm not going to lie to you, the moment that Sutton and Garcelle left the stage, I immediately got so sad and even more bored because I'm like, oh my God, this reunion is about to really bomb. Like bomb.
And you were right.
and it did happen. So they get back to Erica and they ask Erica about her comment about everyone being scared of Kathy. And, Kathy was like, I understand why you would say that because you don't care. And I was confused on why she said that. It showed this flashback of like, I guess the moments that Kathy and Erica have had in the past. And even Erica was like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but whatever. I'll take it. Crystal does agree that that she has power. She does agree with that comment, but not being scared, more so that Kathy is like, Beverly Hills. She's the woman to be with, to be around. And this has kind of been insinuated already around, from the last 2 seasons. People said that, whatever. Kathy starts to speak more about her and Kyle, and she basically says that, yes, her and Kyle have issues, but this show could never break them. It's a show, and they're sisters first. They've only had maybe 3 arguments their whole life. And so she starts to speak to one, which was about a business deal. But Kyle does not want to talk about it at all. She says she'd rather talk about the other 2, not this one, because she just doesn't want to talk about it. And at this moment, I'm like, I'm tired of her saying what she doesn't want to talk about. She's doing it a lot. And for somebody that's already very uninteresting, it's just making her even more uninteresting to watch, especially at a reunion where you're supposed to hear everything. To finish this scene off, Sutton and Garcelle do leave. He does announce they're going to leave. Well, Sutton's going to leave and Garcelle's going to go with her. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different. I wouldn't want Garcelle to stay back behind without, not maybe she could, but I mean, honestly, no.
She don't want to.
At the moment, again, I know that it's about to get even more boring. And I know that this reunion is about to bomb because no one's going to hold them accountable. No one's going to say the things that need to be said. So I'll stop there and get your thoughts, starting with you, Love, because it's the last show. So it's going to be ladies first. What's your thoughts?
Okay, International Women's Month. Let's go. I didn't like how hard they try to imply it had anything to do with Kathy. That kind of annoyed me a little bit. Like, I mean, the woman was physically shaking. They took her blood pressure. The EMT even said her blood pressure was high. If they checked her and it really wasn't nothing and she just wanted to have a moment, they would have been like, baby, you fine. We're going to continue on the reunion and keep it pushing. She left for a reason. So that whole exchange, and I was kind of a little taken aback with Kathy too. She was like, oh, I was about to get her. I was like, what is
For telling the truth.
And Erica, that was interesting, Tez. You're right. It's weird the way Erica handles Kathy. I do feel like she's the one that's like the most intimidated by her. She's sucking up to her in a weird way. And I don't know if anybody else is seeing it, but like even the way she's just so invested in her responses and talking back and and I'm like, you don't like Kathy. You just said that she said horrible things last season. So now all of a sudden it's like, girl, I know, I feel you. I'm like, Erica, you also don't have any friends on the show. And I also remember that. She's just taking what she can get and just bouncing around. And I get it. But that segment annoyed me because I'm just like, ain't nobody physically scared of nobody on this show. Let's be real. It has never been that serious. And come on now. Now, will you fake something to get out of it? True. Yes. But the whole checking and the medical aspect of the EMTs being on the stage, that's what had me be like, oh, she probably did have some type of hot flash, whatever. Kathy's trying to diss her. Hey, you 49, you're old as dirt, bro. It's going to happen. Sorry. I was like, okay. So Kathy came in hot. But yeah, it was interesting. This segment was interesting. But again, I do agree. The Erica moment was weird. But yeah, it just went so downhill after that because it's just like, all right. And we know Andy's not going to really ask what he wants to ask because he loves Kyle. So I rolled my eyes so hard. I knew it was over after that. That's what I got done.
Okay.
No, go Chase.
I want to say that I have an unpopular opinion. I do believe that her situation that she was going through was legit. I want to say that, but I do think that it was triggered by Kathy. Sutton doesn't like surprises. We have a whole list of things that Sutton doesn't like, right? And I also think that Kathy was coming out there because now, and her and her sister are good. She was coming out there as kind of like almost. I mean, she may have been brought up there to button up last season, maybe give fans hope for next season, you know what I mean, like to pop a rating or whatever. But I also think that it was discussed between the two sisters because they're in a better place. And she was coming out there to be Kyle's muscle. Basically, watch what you say because I'm sitting out here. It has been widely acknowledged that that lady has a lot of power in the social scene in Beverly Hills, and that is true. I believe that. I think that while she may not be a gangster, you know what I mean, and like go out there and like rough you up, I think that a lot of what Sutton likes to do and who she wants to be within that Beverly Hills social circle on and off screen is predicated upon whether or not people like Kathy Hilton allow her into those gates. So if Kathy Hilton says, we're not doing her right now because she's coming for my sister, screw her. That's it. That's out. And I think that Sutton clocked that, oh my God, this girl is coming here. She's besties with her sister again. And now she's going to try to make me either A, walk back everything that I've ever said about her sister, now that her and her sister are cool, or B, pretty much like muscle me into silence because she knows that she has something that I want, which is access. Yes, Sutton has the money, right, to get to the door, but Kathy has the lock on the door and she can unlock that door and she can lock that door. So I honestly do think that that's what it was. Another thing I did not like about it was what her name is, Anna Maria, and is it Anna Maria or Anna Marie? What?
Anna Marie.
Sleep study.
That whole her and Garcelle escorting Miss Daisy off the stage, and Garcelle going Miss Daisy to the hospital. But that's just a Amy, you know I don't play that. Furthermore, when it comes to Erica, Erica is much in the same situation. I don't know if you guys remember, but last reunion, Erica stepped herself into somebody's business like what she always does. But that time, Kathy chomped her up. Mm-hmm. Those are not your clothes, sweetheart. Those are. Do you want to bet? Do you want to do this? And what did Erica say? No. and Erica learned her lesson then. Don't mess with Kathy. And I think that that's what this is all about. I like Kathy. I've always liked Kathy. Do I want to see her return next season if she's going to be like the muscle and like pretty much throw her weight around because they know who she is within Hollywood? No, I don't. And I hate to say that. And it's not because I'm not happy for anybody getting along with their sibling. I love that when people have siblings and they have a bad patch or a rough patch, they mend fences and get along. So I definitely love that. But I don't love what they're about to do. And then they're going to bring Picasso in. What's her name? Kim Richards. They're going to bring Picasso in and prop her up. And, uh, Kyle is a scary cat. Kathy has the power, and Kim will actually go out there and fight you. So I would beware next season. Garcelle and Sutton are going to have to put up a fight. Also, I want to point out that with Garcelle and Sutton gone, everybody, all those accounts on Twitter, even the people in here, whoever watches, oh, Garcelle and Sutton are this. Oh, Garcelle and Sutton are that. You got your Garcelle and Sutton free episode, and please tell me how that went.
Listen, it was the most boring episode across this entire franchise. And not because Garcelle and Sutton are the show, but because the remaining cast members don't have the balls to do anything unless Kyle Richards tells them to. And when we bring down to it, Kyle is not a Teresa Giudice. Kyle is not, hell, even a Luann or Ramona. Kyle is not a Tamra, where she gets in there and understands what's good for the show, but shows like her own dirt and her own stuff. Kyle is very much a producer who happens to be on camera. And her and Kathy literally arguing back and forth about what they wanted to talk about on TV pissed me off so bad, because it's gotten self-production to the point where it's like, this isn't reality. You guys are hammering out the details of what narrative you want to present. And it's not real, and it's boring, and your little minions are. Crystal was the only one who tried to get up in there and be like, well, no, this is what I saw. This is this. It just pissed me off. Like, when you have a cast that does that, the show cannot move forward. So say what you will about Sutton and Garcelle. They don't kiss ass. They understand that this is a TV show. They understand they've got to lay things out, and they relatively stand in it. Kyle doesn't stand in anything that she does. She deflects, she screams. Erica doesn't have a mind or a mouth of her own unless she's randomly, trying to read somebody like she's one of the dolls. And Dorit just cares to fight with whoever, Twitter tells her is going to fight.
Black.
Ooh. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't believe Garcelle or Sutton were scared of Kathy. This show finished finished filming Tez, around the White Party. So Labor Day, right? September. Kathy has been hanging out with Garcelle as early as her birthday at the end of last month. They were all snuggled up with Garcelle and Sutton both, taking pictures on social media. I don't think Garcelle or Sutton were scared of that lady coming in, because the reunion filmed around the same time. Sutton was at Kathy's Christmas party. Garcelle was at the Christmas party. The season had been airing the entire time that the three of them were still hanging out. Crystal was all hanging out with Kathy, and still, like, I don't think that these ladies were scared of any of that. But it did strike me as weird that Kathy was like, "Ooh, I was getting ready to, get her next." I'm like, "Well, for what? For telling on you that you yelled at her? Like, you did? Like, I'm sorry."
Because I don't want to sit on this topic too long, because we got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
What I do believe, and this is my comment, I do believe that if anything she was going to address was the fact that Sutton's comment about her not being close with her sisters, whatever comment she made about her sisters, I think she was probably going to come at that. And that's
true.
That's just because even her whole thing, Kathy's whole point of being on this reunion based off of tonight's show was to show that her and Kyle are good, that the show can't break them. And I think that was something that Sutton basically spoke on, which was the one thing he spoke on in that comment. And I think that's what it was going to be, honestly. Not like a whole, like, you don't ever, I think she was going to probably mention, like, again, like Chase said, stay out of it. Like, it's not your business.
Put on notice.
I think that's what it's going to happen.
Bravo severely overestimates the public's interest in the Hilton sisters, or the Richard sisters.
The public's interest, Jamie, because
we don't care.
All you have to do is bring Camille back. Like, oh my God, that would be such a quick fix to this sinking ship. Camille's gonna go in there and put her foot in Dorit's ass.
Oh, I miss Camille.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. There's a comment from DM Rocks, and we can answer it later or think about the answer now. But it says, how did you guys feel about Eric and Kathy laughing about Sutton's health situation? We can answer that in the comments, or we can think about answer right now. And I favor it to come back to it later. But that was something that happened in a little snickering conversation. All right, so outside of that, Sutton, like I said, Sutton leaves, and she thinks she's going to die and all these things. And Garcella's
so dramatic.
Is consoling her like she always does.
Garcella's like, you're not gonna die, girl. Like, calm down.
They talk about, so Kathy again continues to speak on, you know, her and Kyle not speaking, but then she says that one day she was in the hair salon getting her a little roller set, getting her little curls bumped, and Kyle walked in. She said there was nobody there, nobody was around, nobody was there, and Kyle walked in and said something to her, and this is when I said to myself, Kathy, why are you here, sweetie? Why are you at this meeting? Like, why are you wasting my time on this thing? We didn't need a redemption for Kyle. Can we put her in the ground first and then maybe have the redemption? I'm just saying, not in the ground of being killed.
You said it.
No. What I'm saying is, can we allow the fans, whoever else, to be like, okay, Kyle is bad, trash, blah, blah, and then come back and let her have a bad season, bad moment, like every other housewife does. We didn't need Kathy to come in and try to do damage control. And I think that's what she tried to do. But what she did was make herself look crazy, because even in those moments where Kathy was trying to do that, Kyle was even making comments and counteracting to say she was saying like, oh, you know, I kind of, you know, I never doubted you loved me and things like that. She kind of made herself look foolish. And like somebody said in the comments, they're not cool right now. So Kathy, we don't believe it. You didn't believe it on the stage, and Kyle was not a part of the plan.
Fake tears.
It doesn't
maybe
matter.
them fake tears. She was trying to force that plastic face.
Yeah, it was too much. But in the next
Hiltons, I just want to say there are Richards and Hiltons, and it will be anybody else, no matter who it is, across that stage before it's them.
To sum it up, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. We're not all gonna buy it. We're not buying it. Nobody's gonna buy it.
Nobody's buying it.
So then we get to, you know, probably the most boring segment of the entire franchise. Andy starts to talk about, I guess, how Kyle and Mo were this couple from this BC time and dinosaur time, and we all love them, blah, blah, blah. And in the end of his comment, Kyle says, thank you, Andy. Like, wow, thank you, Andy. He was just like, I mean, I have to do it. I'm just like, yeah. So in this moment, they show, you know, things from the beginning, things now. They show a whole little montage of their relationship, things I didn't even know really even happened. Like, wow, this happened. I didn't even know. I've been watching this show for 13 years. Didn't even know this stuff existed. But I guess they found the most comforting scenes of 13 years that would make them look like they were such a great couple, you know? And so basically he asks her, when did things change? And was it something that he did? And she's just like, you know, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I really can't speak to it. She's fumbling. She's stuttering. And then he brings up the rumors about him cheating in the past, like from years ago, and all the things in the tabloids, and saying like, well, maybe there was some truth to it. And she still, again, doesn't really know. Kathy turns to Eric and tells her that I feel like she said she can relate. Did she say that to her? She
was like, you know what this is like or something. I was like,
I was just like, oh, so the old man was cheating? Okay. Well, Kathy, spill the tea.
Because Bobby, you're infertile.
Basically,
you know.
You're infertile. They talk about Mauricio on Dancing with the Stars, which they shouldn't have, because you knew Erica was that was her pride and bread and butter. And doing a suggestive dance, and how Kyle felt about it. Erica was just like, no, it was a show, and I wouldn't have cared. Like, who cares? It's just a dance, right? Then they talk about him holding hands with this other woman, him partying with women despite them being separated, but him like basically being with other women and things like that. And they ask Kyle again, what is the real reason? Like, what is the reason? What is going on? And she simply says, it's nobody's effing business. And I wanted to turn the TV off, but I know I had to come do a show in 20 minutes. So I couldn't turn it off. but I was like, this is some BS, To finish this scene out, they ask her who would move out between the two. She stutters. Then I feel like it would be her, but she says him, and Kathy makes a little closing remarks saying how, Kyle had been busy and traveling and doing things like that. And then all of a sudden, conveniently, she comes back 3 years later from all these things. And now, boom, they're getting, they're separated. So, of course, she doesn't want to say the word separated, divorce, all these things. I know, Jamie, chat. Okay, Dorit. And I'll stop there. Start with Jamie because I know he'll look sleepy too. So, Jamie, how did you feel about Kyle dancing around what actually happened, what really happened? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say it definitely sounds like infidelity. I don't know what else she was, because if it was anything else, you could just say that. If it was him not spending time, if it was him something else, yeah, but it has to be infidelity at this point, like allegedly, whatever you want to call it. That's what I think it is. Jamie,
I don't really care. Like, the lady's gonna lie regardless. The lady's lied for 15 years. She's carefully formulated a facade. Every time she steps on camera, that man been cheating since season 1, season 2. It's been in the press. Brandy Glanville, before she started sexually harassing folks, brought all that information out. It's not alleged. It's no secret. Like, that man been cheating. That man has been cheating. Everybody in Beverly Hills knew it. Kathy Hilton was like, oh, well, Kyle's been trying to exit for 3 years. I was with you, Tez. This whole segment just pissed me off because, again, how many times in the past has Kyle screamed at reunions? Well, this is reality. You're not bringing reality. You're not sharing. You're not doing this, and actively pushing other people in the cast to share their life and to be real and to be honest. And when it comes down to her, she can't even, come out with a blanket statement of just what led to the demise of her marriage, and has the audacity to say, like, it's none of your business, except the fact that you dragged that man on camera to force him to talk about y'all sham of a marriage every chance that you got, while you running around with that country star, and you want us to feel bad for you because that man doesn't want to be around you. Hell, if I was him, I'd want to go bang Anita as well in Cabo San Lucas. Like, I don't want to be around you either. Like, you go with Nashville with Tommy Pickles. Like, it's fine. We don't have to hang out, but don't sit here on the stage and try to, like, gauge that you're the victim and I did you wrong, when you over here with Morgan Wade talking about, like, oh, well, it's in the press. Kyle, they calling us lesbian lovers. Like, girl, I hate that lady so bad. She's such a fraud. She is such a fraud.
Oh,
sorry.
Love.
Wait, he had me at Tommy Pickles.
It was because I was like, why does she talk like that? Like,
she don't sound like Tommy Pickles. Y'all, Kyle, you don't understand.
Well,
you don't understand. It sounds like, oh, you're cutting. I want you to come over here, Kyle. Like, ugh.
That's when she talks. I know it.
This
I know that breast
over here is a little cuckoo. Hi, this way over here is a little cuckoo. Okay, I don't know what.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can be as crazy as you want to be. Hey, you shirt.
Okay. Honestly, okay. In all seriousness, I agree 100%. This is.
I'm sorry, love. You said, okay, let's be serious.
Let's be serious.
And there's nothing serious about this woman.
This is so serious.
Okay, no. I think this is one of Andy's biggest downfalls. He should have never had a consistent first seat housewife position ever. It should have never been a thing. I think everyone should be rotated no matter what you're going through in that season, unless you are a housewife where every season you carry and then you deserve to be in that seat, like the Nenes, like the Tamaras, like the consistent people that, 2-3 seasons might be you, boom, boom, boom. You deserve to be there, cool. But to have a housewife as a permanent fixture in the next seat, like the Giselles, like the Kyles, that's annoying, because at the times where they need to be accountable and flow with the show like everybody else, we know that they're being coddled. We know that it's like Andy was like, oh, it's none of our business. She's right. All right, Dorit, how do you feel about your package? I'm like, what? No one else should be able to get away with that. But I feel like he thought it was cute. I think he was like, no, I had this first seat. You know, you're the housewife you're the star of the show. He thought it was cute. At this point, 15, 16 seasons in with these shows, it's not cute. You got to shake it up because you're so biased to the point where even at reunion times, you'll let people respond to certain ways, but then you will double and triple down and overdo questioning certain housewives where you would have never let that get off in Atlanta. You would have never let that happen in Atlanta. You would have been like, well, we're on a reality show and I want to know, and so do the viewers, so you should tell us. But with Kyle, he's like, okay, when she be quiet, you know, when she leave, I'm quiet. Like, that is so annoying. So I agree 100%. I wanted to cut it off after that because I'm like, well, that's that. Reunion's over. She's going to continue to skate through however she wants to skate through, like she has been. This time is more obnoxious with Andy because she actually had something going on that we wanted answers to for the first time.
We did.
I wanted to know.
You wanted to know? I really
give
didn't.
Me something. Because what was your point on the show? What storyline outside of all the bits and pieces with Mauricio? Now, Mauricio's been outside doing his thing. Mauricio been in the streets. I need you to address all of that. They brought up little pictures here and there. How do you feel about that? You know, it made me feel insecure. Oh, okay. That's it? Like something. Okay, yeah. I'm good. Go ahead, Chase. I'm sorry, baby.
Well, thank you. I just remember, you know, while she was stutter stepping and stammering up there, I just seem to remember a scene that we all love. It has now become iconic. It's hung in the Housewives Louvre. It is that Amsterdam scene, and Kim says, and you were, but I don't know, Kyle. I don't know. What the F was that, Kyle? What the F was that, Kyle?
That was very that.
And why should we not ask her about Alison Dubois? He will never emotionally configure. That was the perfect opportunity to slide in Alison Dubois with her big e-cigarette. Like, did she have the first e-cigarette? Because that cigarette was huge. You know how big it was. Yeah.
This day in history.
I'm sure they're smaller now. We got all kind of vapes and everything.
She had a huge one, though.
She was. Ooh.
That was as big as like, Cortez's hookah.
Reclaiming my time, Charlene. We won't go. All right, come on, y'all. And I wish I could have reclaimed my time from this segment. Way to go, Kyle. Give us nothing. You're absolutely right. I think Andy's just getting older and he's just coming to get his check because he used to fire girls for doing that. Like Adrienne Maloof didn't show up. You're fired. He announced it on camera. Adrienne Maloof's last act as a Real Housewife will be getting fired from this show. Like, what?
Show did.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it was like extenuating circumstances like Jacqueline and Larita not showing up because poor Teresa had her have a freaking nervous
mental
breakdown the night before, and she was like talking to the walls and like grabbed onto the walls and she walked like Sigourney Weaver. You know what I mean? Like, unless it was something like that, you were getting fired.
Yes.
So when you bring that up, that is a great point, love, because if it was Kenya Moore, he would have drilled her. He would have nailed her.
Like, well, he fired her. He fired Kenya for not talking about her marriage.
For having marriage.
He fired her.
She got fired. And you know what? I'm not watching Buying Beverly Hills. I'm not, but you know, that's how you do it. I got to give Mauricio props because he cheated on you the whole relationship. He gets his own television show where he's telling all y'all business, and now he's hanging out with girls 10 and 15 more times famous than you. Like, and you're just sitting over here, lesbian.
No, Chase, that wasn't nice. The press is talking about us being lesbians.
Are you still in your Kim Zolciak character with that voice?
What is that smoker's like? What is
Get your hands off?
What is
Get
that?
Your hands off of me.
But is this like what in the smoky field bar? Give me a double. What is the biker?
It's very that.
Oh, well,
this,
you might be on
this segment.
Did you guys see that picture of Kyle in the press? With the biker gear on and the boots, the steel toe boots and stuff.
Yuck. In the words of Keke Palmer. Yuck.
She's butch.
She butched up.
I love it.
I'll ask this before I move on. Really quick?
I ask you.
Anybody expect Kyle to give any different performance than what she gave? Let's start this. I didn't think that at this reunion she would answer any questions. I didn't think we would get to the bottom of anything. And honestly, she's not the first person to do this. A lot of
Ramona's
women,
done it.
huh?
Ramona did it when she asked her about when he asked Ramona about her husband cheating on her. She was
Yeah.
like, now move on. I've answered it. How was your love life going? He was like, well, when I get on a reality show about my love life, I'll tell you.
Yep.
I didn't expect anything different. We've seen many other there's been many infidelity divorces on Housewives, and I don't know many of them that truly speak and give us what we really want. And what happens is the truth comes out eventually after the show. We find out from a blog, or it becomes a big scandal or something like that. I see people in the comments saying that they think that it's something related to like the feds and stuff like that. You know, and maybe she's trying to get out of it. Maybe she'll be the next stage. I mean, that people say like it's something, you know, legal that she.
There's some like lawsuits and stuff.
Lawsuits. I mean, you know, it's many things. Go ahead, Jamie.
You know, in Kyle's defense, and I hate having to defend this. Listen, I hate having to defend this lady. So I was kind of uncomfortable with Andy continuing to press her about her relationship with Morgan. Are you a lesbian? Are y'all romantic? Are y'all this? Are y'all that? Because in my thoughts, I was like, if that lady is like genuinely forcing somebody to come out on television before they're ready is already kind of like, I don't like that. But then also I'm like, you brought that bull onto the TV show. If you weren't ready to come out, why you bring that man onto the show? why you bring Katie Lang on the show if you didn't want to ask if y'all were
Okay, so let me move to that segment, okay? Because I don't have time. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move to that segment. What you gonna talk about that? So in that whole moment, in that last part, Kyle and they talk about Kyle and Morgan, which is what Jamie just spoke to just now, or whatever. And they speak on, well, she says that Morgan never watched the show. She got a lot of scrutiny. She has been uncomfortable. And I'm just thinking like, I mean, she had to have Kyle is not just like, whoa, but I mean, she's well known for being on this show, so I mean, it's not like I feel like you knew what you were getting yourself into. Like you filmed these scenes with this woman, you are a lesbian, and I mean, she was looking all giddy. So, I mean, come on, let's just be clear. Let's just be honest and real here. So, Crystal says that she felt like they were together. Crystal is definitely really trying to make sure she speaks up a lot. And, I mean, at this point, there's no more representation on that side of the couch. So, she's the only one over there, really, to speak on it. I really wish we would have heard seen Garcelle and Sutton in this segment, see what they had to say. But we do hear what they had to say. So, they cut to Anne-Marie in her in the after show where she said that she is glad that Kyle found someone who she truly loved and made her feel good. But she says it wasn't her insinuating that they were together, but more so that she found somebody in her life to make her feel great. I'm like, okay.
Lies. So she's lying again. All this lady does is lie.
Right. Then they go to about Garcelle and Sutton's comments, and Garcelle, basically says that it was a little intimate and one for her to go to the doctor with Morgan. Like that's something very personal. And so she basically insinuated that it has to be something more for her to be at the doctor with her. And so then they talk about, basically a comment from the fan says that, yeah, it does seem intimate, but only on Kyle's end, basically saying that Kyle is clout chasing. And that it's not reciprocated, that Morgan is not really into her, but she's more into Morgan. And so she's just like, are you kidding me? Do you know who I am? Like, Like, but she kind of ends the scene by saying, yeah, she's hot. They have fun, but that's not her girlfriend. No sex, just friends. They're just friends. And that's kind of what she gets. That's the answer she gives. She says that there's nothing more, regardless of what we see. And regardless of what Dorit thinks, because Dorit still feels strong about them being more. I think
absolutely.
But she doesn't. She's already been told she's not a friend of hers. So why would she speak up more? Because I mean, that's Dorit's scary self. So that was pretty much the end of the reunion. I'll start with you, Chase. How did you feel about Kyle speaking on her lesbian relationship?
Kyle. Yeah, we believe that you guys aren't lesbian lovers. We totally believe you. You guys just drank Yoo-Hoos and fixed cars together. You and Dollar Store Melissa Etheridge are totally bonking.
Mm.
They're bonking. And for Dorit to sit up there and fix her yap to say, I finally found out who are my friends or who are not my friends. And he says Garcelle, and she says yes. Kyle just told you y'all weren't friends.
Bro, I was so thrown off.
Well, let me just say something about that really quickly. I think she was talking about Kyle. I think that Andy
gave her an out.
He planted that for her to say Garcelle because he knew that Dorit, or he probably didn't know, but Dorit knew that she was not going to say Kyle. So I think that he planted that and said that.
But let me tell you
why I think it was about Kyle. I really believe it was about Kyle.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you why she didn't say Kyle.
Because think about it. Think about how she started her statement and had to kind of stop and be like, I take that back. And she reset
because Kathy was sitting right there.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm sorry, Kathy's got more weight than we. All of us joke and in the comments, anybody can believe what they want to believe, but the proof is in the pudding. Look how everyone changes around her. Look how that girl fell out. She fell out.
That was edited. They had been sitting there for a while. She did not fall out when Kathy came out. That was editing.
She said
she sat there and she was just like, okay.
And on today's here,
you better stop.
Yeah, that's so messy.
Wait, is that inappropriate?
I don't know. It's an ism.
This is a show about entertainment. Y'all need to get a sense of humor.
Thank you.
Get a sense of humor.
I just hope that the Lilith Fair tour is over next season.
What tour?
You gotta stop. Now,
the Lilith Fair tour.
I don't mind Lilith Fair.
The Lilith Fair. I'm trying to see no Indigo Girls no more. I'm not trying to see nothing. Like, we're done. I get out of this fast car. Let's go home.
Boy, you know what's so crazy? The only thing that I realized that Dorit hates more than black people is lesbians. So hopefully lesbians no.
Oh my. Well, Dorit did seem like she was supportive of that. But love, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
I didn't know there was more of Merce. That threw me off. I thought we
Baby, they kicked Merce off that stage. I don't even. My thing is, didn't they release the asses?
Well, half of him flew back in Garcelle's hair.
I was gonna say,
did they take her hair into the damn?
Garcelle had to wring it back out in the bag.
Did you see Kyle and Kathy? They were like.
I didn't understand that, but I'm glad that they got the rest of Merce off the stage with Sutton and Kyle.
Oh my God!
And them girls. Do you hear me? Yes.
They said, "Go away from me with this, Merce."
She put it in like a little leopard clutch this time. It was still ghetto looking. I said, Sutton, why? And what segment were you going to introduce this? Like, by the way, Merce is here. Some of them. What were you about to do?
I'd be like, cat lady, you have lost.
She's gonna throw it in Kyle's face.
Yeah,
what about your lesbian relationship?
Oh no, not Merce. What about your lesbian? I am weak.
Wait. Can I say moment of the season? Y'all know I always pick the random moments of the season. I am a big Sut fan, so normally it would have been name them, right? Last year, my moment of the season was So You Say. This year would have been name them if it had not been for at Lorene's party, Morgan and Kyle talking to each other and Dorit looking at them like they were having full on sex. She was disgusted.
Oh, they were eating the fruit?
She said,
yeah. Yeah, Dorit proved that she is not an ally to the LGBT
to no community.
Black people.
It's great. Not only does she not like me for my skin, maybe, but she probably don't like my sexuality.
Double homicide.
She's an equal opportunity offender because she offended Asians, black people, lesbians,
everybody,
Mexicans with that outfit she had on.
Oh my God, Jamie,
bullfighters.
No, she offended the KKK because it was red and not white.
I'm weak. Jamie, did you have any favorite moment from the season that you wanted to speak on that maybe you could?
Recaps. I love that even though Garcelle and Sutton were gone from first and second chair, Andy looked at Crystal and was like, "Don't you dare scoot up here." You stay at the end of this couch, lady.
We was sitting over there like just like
Yo, Crystal, what you think? Are they together? I can't see you down there.
Wait, it's Jamie. Did you say your favorite thing about the season was us?
Yo,
He did.
That was very about anybody but me.
But me.
But me. Love.
Oh my God.
Anything that stood out, any moments for you this season?
One of my favorite parts of the season was at this reunion when Kyle felt really uncomfortable because Kathy wanted to air that family drama out about Rick and Mo when they got into it.
I think that was going to cause them to disagree again. Love.
Kyle was like, I actually don't want to really talk about it right now. And Kathy was like, yeah, Rick was mad. It was crazy back then, huh? Are you sure? You don't want to talk about it right now? Because Mo took clients. Remember that he promised he would. Yeah. He quit on a Thursday and came in Friday, cleared out his desk. You don't want to talk about that? Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I imagine that put a strain on y'all." Like,
Love. How much you want to bet that she still probably said more and they cut it? Because it seems like
absolutely.
She said more.
Kathy seems like somebody that you can't stop, and I feel like she continued to keep going, and they probably cut it. They probably cut it because Kyle was like,
going. She was naming dates. She's like, she put his notice in on Thursday, quit on a Friday. I was like, oh, bitch, we giving dates? Wait, let her talk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I would say my favorite moment was definitely with Denise and the jacket and Dorit being backwards. That was probably the only moment that made me like actually LOL. And Naaman was good too, but I mean overall this season I would only give it about a 7, I guess, just because. I would. I mean 6, 7.
I still don't want Rinna back. I don't want Rinna back at all because this would have made the season. That would have made the season exponentially more insufferable. But Twitter is going to say, Garcelle, Sutton, blah, 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 this and that. They prove that when you remove Garcelle and Sutton away from the group, this is what we are left with. And this is what we have. It is the pits. It is the absolute pits.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I think that it was a pivot. And when they realized she was coming, she was like, girl, I'm finna fake this little shot.
Not anaphylactic.
And we finna go to Chili's.
Garcelle real quick said, "Oh my God, somebody call somebody. We gotta get out of here."
For the love of money. Remember when Safari passed out and they were like, "Get us some help."
Oh yeah. I will say it was just very convenient that she, of all season, I mean, you can't plan trimmers and things like that, but of all season, it did happen at this reunion. I'm like, were wrong.
The EMT even said she had high blood pressure, and Crystal was like, "Yo, her blood pressure is higher than mine."
People always talk about high blood pressure. Okay, that's an easy thing to say.
But can we just say before we get these callers on, shut up, Anna Maria, because she was like, "Oh my God, she's having a heart attack." No, she's not having a heart attack. Oh my God,
Anna Maria.
She said that. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
Call an ambulance. No, don't call an ambulance. The EMT was like, "We do not need to call an ambulance. Like, we don't need that."
I'm gonna take her blood. We don't need to draw any blood right now. She's okay.
Let me put her under anesthesia. No, girl. We don't need anesthesia.
You don't even go here.
You don't.
All right, so we have 2 callers in the queue. I'm gonna get them on, but first, thank you to Megan Sue 819 who says Sutton bounced the moment Kathy came in. Come on.
Oh,
I mean,
Megan Sue. Good Lord, not Megan Sue.
Not Megan Sue. Oh no, not Megan.
Lord, not Megan Sue.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh Lord, not Megan Sue. Thank you, Megan Sue, for the super chat. It is convenient that she did kind of, leave. I don't think it's because of Kathy, but I'm gonna stand by my big study. I don't think she will become that little so fast. But she was so big the first 2 parts. I just leave it at that.
Sutton was waiting on that blood pressure. She was like, and now, okay, Lord, that makes sense.
All right, so we got callers in the queue. Our first caller for today is going to be Kyra. How you doing, Kyra?
I don't know, just watching y'all cut up.
Child, we trying to make the best.
We have to do something
of a bad situation. But how you doing? What you got for us on this final?
Oh my God. I know. Okay, I'm gonna miss y'all, but I'll be here for other things. Okay, Kyle is so starless. This whole part 3 is about her, and girl, I could not care less.
At all.
It is so pathetic watching someone want so much attention on her and she cannot handle it.
Rita.
Don't look at me. Look at me.
Rita.
It's just like, girl, speaker. What is all of this, ma'am? Aren't you supposed to be an actor? Act, please, because all this, it doesn't make any sense. And I feel like obviously Kyle had Kathy as her mouthpiece, and also I would be damned if I was Kathy. Oh, sorry. And Kyle used me as a mouthpiece because Peppa, you were going on this season literally having fights with your friends about not going after me. Like, absolutely not. As Love said, I wanted all the tea, babes. She, as you said, she was given dates and timestamps. I wanted all of it because I'm sorry, Kyle. Do you not know how insane it sounds that you're saying your husband had a group within his brother-in-law's realtor group? That means he was poaching.
Exactly. Like, what do you not know what poaching means?
He was setting it up. If you're saying he had a humancy group and it was not really authorized or noticed, he was poaching, like my love. He was poaching. So I find it so interesting that, like, obviously Kyle had her there as her mouthpiece, but when Kathy was, going off track, Kyle was trying to ring that in because Kyle's very much so. She knows she needs her sisters for relevancy, but she also, because she knows she needs them so badly, that's the reason why she can't stand them.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
Yummy. I love
Like
it.
Not yummy.
Okay, Heather Thompson.
Oh my God, no. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because I'm just like, you needed Kathy at this moment. Everyone's like, why is she here? I still don't. Obviously, we know why, but it still gave nothing because Kyle gave nothing.
Yeah.
Kathy couldn't really give anything if Kyle wasn't giving anything. You can't even tell us. Well, like, okay, let's say you don't want to tell us all the ins and outs of the last 28 years. You can't even tell us what the breaking point was.
She can't even tell us what happened in the last 28 minutes, Kyra.
It was just like, girl, and then also, as Jamie said, I did not feel bad for you because my thing, I'm sorry, before Mauricio was snow bunnying up in Aspen, I'm sorry, Kyle, you were traversing the world with Morgan. And it was not giving new friends. It was giving love us. Secret lesbian relationship, okay? And no one's trying to force her or anything like that. If you decide that you want to queer bait, people don't have questions. Like, we're doing music videos and kissing and talking about I've never even kissed anyone. You're queer baiting at the least.
That was so annoying.
And like, you're supposed to be Miss Producer, but I don't know what the content of the video was. I just showed up. Really, Kyle?
Because you did anything your woman told you to do.
But yeah, I know we have another caller. So yeah, she just needed to make it more believable for me to feel like because to me, it's like Kyle is acting, she's not acting like they just grew apart, which at least Kathy, that's what Kathy's trying to do for her. Kyle's acting like Mauricio did something, which inherently means she's the victim of Mauricio. But since you're really, in your real life, not killing yourself that way, I can't rock with you with that. Regardless of how I like Kyle or not, if Mauricio's a dog, Mauricio's a dog. But I can't really feel bad for you when, again, you are sitting in this woman's lap on private jets taking photos. Y'all are feeding each other food. You're tattooing each other. Do you do this with your other girlfriends? Because I didn't even see that you doing that with Lorraine.
She doesn't do it with Dorit.
Well, now that Dorit can't even fake being rich, Kyle don't see it for her.
Oh.
But at least Dorit had the fashions. You can't take it no more. So those are my thoughts. I'll be here for everything else. I'm just it. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Kyle gravitates to people who like have something about themselves and tries to belittle them while being their friends. And since Dorit doesn't have that anymore, why does Kyle need her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Boring. Kyle is just it can't be centered around her.
How would you rate the season?
Season? I had a good time. I enjoy seeing Kyle lose her mind when people are asking her basic questions about her life. Merchant and Purse was funny. I enjoyed watching Sutton spend money and buying horses, drunk or otherwise. So I enjoyed myself. This was rich, wealthy, mostly white women foolishness.
And it's not even fun to watch.
I think it wasn't fun just because the fact is Kyle wanted everyone to take her life so seriously when she didn't want to tell us about her life.
Exactly. Just stupid.
I think that's what sucked the fun out of it. Because then we could have had other dumb fights. But I'm like, if you want to keep shoving in your face that you have a new ring, but then get upset with people asking about your new ring, I don't know what you want us to do.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in. We're gonna get the other callers on. We thank you for chiming in all season. Hopefully, I know you watch Potomac with us. You gonna watch Jersey with us too?
I'm gonna watch Jersey because Chase is getting on me about Married to Medicine, so I'm gonna watch Jersey.
Okay. Well, we'll be here. It'll be the first time that everyone will be able to see like everybody not on one panel at once, but that panel will consist of the returning panelists, but also a rotating chair of like everybody in the league that wants to be on it. So yeah,
that sounds nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have a nice day, everyone.
Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you.
Right, girlfriend. Megan Sue. Should we explain Ekin Sue?
We already explained it. We explained it in the chat.
Okay, she understood.
She understands. No. That's her mother's name, and that's a beautiful thing. No. Wait, what? Okay, so our next caller is going to be Elsie Charm. How you doing, Elsie Charm? How you doing?
Hey, it's my fave.
Elsie Charm from Married to Medicine.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good evening to everybody, and I want to thank everybody for just this process, this videos that you guys send out. It's really good. I came into it late, but I really enjoyed the season. So thank all of you. I don't know. I think I have a crush on Jamie, but I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna get over it.
Oh no, I love it. The narcissist in me loves that. Keep telling me that.
Get over it, please.
A crush.
I didn't see the show. I wait until the next day on Peacock. So just in case there's some stuff that missed out on the first part, I get to see it. But I just have a question. They were hyping it up that there was going to be a big surprise. Kyle had a big surprise. Was Kathy the surprise?
It was Kathy.
In order for something to be a surprise, we would have to know it's not coming, and we knew that the trailer it was coming. I don't really know. Maybe the surprise was that Kyle's not a lesbian. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's still questionable. But
yeah, right.
So I just wanted to know what everybody thought was going to be next season. Who do you think is coming back, or do you think everybody's coming back?
I think everybody will come back except Anne-Marie.
She can't. Okay. I mean, the husband. What about the husband?
Yeah,
I wouldn't come back if I was Anne-Marie.
She wants to, probably, knowing her.
She does. She's been doing interviews saying that she wants to come back. And
no.
I'd rather have Cherise Zampino back.
No.
Well, Cherise said she would never come back.
She's never jeopardized her piece.
I just wanted to thank you guys for the production, and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this season.
For tuning in. Are you gonna watch Jersey this season?
I hate Jersey. I'm from Jersey. I live in Jersey.
Like a true Jerseyan.
Okay, well, listen. If you don't watch the show, you can always come watch us. Okay, we would love to have you here.
As you can see, we can make anything fun.
We can. All right, thank you, Elsie. All right,
bye, Elsie.
Our last caller for today is gonna be Miss Lisa. How you doing, Lisa?
Hey there, guys. How y'all guys doing?
Hey,
yes, Chase, I love what you did last night with Married to Medicine. It was good. I was doing my homework and listening at the same darn time. So you did a good job, baby.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Number one, this season game, I'm gonna put it at a 3.
Ooh.
Because it really wasn't about nothing this season. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, this reunion was so boring. Even when Kyle and Sutton was up there, baby, I said, don't nobody want to see but y'all tired ass heifers. Go sit down somewhere, because I'm tired of both of y'all, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the truth, only thing I want to hear from out of Kyle mouth, did you eat the punani?
What?
Did you get things to lick? Yeah. That's the only thing I want to know. That's all I want. Did y'all get down like that? That's the only thing I want to know. Did y'all get down like that?
Well,
I want to know. I want to know, did they get down like that? That's all I want to know. And what's that stuff is like, man, come on, Elka, why are you backing down to Kathy? Everybody think Kathy is not that. Child, you ain't right all that right there, Kathy. Kat, what you so scared of Kathy for, Elka? Man, please, ain't nobody got time for that. What is the girl I used to have on who will read a person? Elka used to read a person down. I guess she going through that mess. She trying to change her image and stuff. But child, where you at? Cause you would never have back down to Kathy like that. She would never, in the past, she would never back down from Kathy like that. And I just don't know why Kathy there. Why is she there for? You ain't talking about nothing, okay? Don't nobody care about you, your husband, your children, nobody else, okay? Don't nobody care about you. Children, whatever. Don't nobody still care about them. The dogs, the cats. Don't nobody care about y'all. Go sit down somewhere over there, okay? Go sit down. This is your sister's show. This is not the Kathy show. Okay? This is on Kyle's show. And Kyle needs to bring it better. I'm sick of her too. She can go too while on her sisters. Go and walk your tail on outside that door. Because I'm getting tired of y'all. I really am. Another thing else, I want to know, what was, did I not tell y'all something? I told y'all Sutton had that nervous, and I'm going to tell you something. When she and God said left that meeting, because they said something about Kyle to Kathy. And Kathy was going to reveal it. And Sutton, here she go. She fainting that out. She ain't had no do no blood pressure or nothing, girl. Cause you already know Kathy was gonna reveal to Kat what you said to her. I always tell people, do not come in between siblings or cousins. Them, cause when they get through, everything gonna come back on you. And that's what I told. That's what I believe. I really do believe Kathy was from spill some stuff that Derek and Garfield had said to her. I mean Sutton, not Derek. I mean Sutton had said to her. I really do believe that. That's why she started having them fainting spells. You see, both of them bounced their ass up out of there like their ass was on fire. I ain't playing. I just ate a banana, but eat another banana. Now you eat that banana, drunk the juice. We gonna get up out of here, girl, because we ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that. Child, that girl ain't go no goddamn hospital. That girl went home. She ain't had no high blood pressure. She thought the faint spell. Oh, she over here shaking. She over here shaking because Kathy about to get on your ass. You ain't got to sell ass, okay? That's what I believe. I don't care nobody don't believe me. I really do believe that. Kathy was gonna
Kathy was gonna chew them out and then went to the birthday party the next day.
What's gonna tell them?
And they were kikiing at the birthday party.
Well, it can be the party. It can be the party the next day. It don't make no difference. I told you when it comes down to siblings, I'm gonna tell you something. Me and my sister don't always get along, but you better believe next somebody talk about me, baby, she gonna read that person. And then when somebody talk about my sister, I can say what I want to say about my sister. That's my sister. Don't you say nothing bad about her. And that's the bottom line. And I don't care. You can't come between siblings think you just gonna be back and gonna be cool with it. It's not go down like that. And that's how I truly believe.
Okay.
That's how I truly believe. And I don't care if nobody else say. I believe God said and Sutton got something going on.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, girl. Now we just pull things out of thin air. Okay.
No. Don't y'all remember that white party? Don't you remember that white party? No.
We over an hour. We gotta let you go, baby. I'm tired.
Excuse me. Let me ask you this, Lisa. Really quickly. What was a highlight for you of the season?
Nothing according to her.
She hated this whole season.
It wasn't nothing. The thing I liked it when they went to when Elka got joined said merch is in the purse. That's the only thing. I'm for real. She said merch is in the purse, and with that, it wasn't like it should be. And how bad a winner is, but she did make the show though. She did make the show.
No.
I know, but I don't like her neither. Chase, I don't like her neither. I don't like her neither. I don't like her neither. But she did get you something to talk about. So you know what I'm saying? These women right here, they give you nothing to talk about. All I want, like I said, all I want to know that Cal and Morgan do the thing. Talk about
that.
Well, maybe it'll
I
come
don't
out
want to
in
know
season 13.
nothing.
I'm not sure, but on
Nisha.
that note, Lisa, we thank you for calling in this season. It's been a great long season. Are you gonna watch Jersey?
I can't wait to Jersey. I can't wait to Jersey. I'm sorry. I can't wait to Jersey see neither. And Dubai. I can't wait to Dubai come out. But other than that, I love y'all.
We love you
See
too, Lisa.
y'all. See y'all on May 5th.
Give us a little break. We're going to May 5th. All right. So yes, as she mentioned, I think Jersey does. I don't know if it airs May 5th or will be, but Jersey this year is going to be on a Sunday, so it will take the slot of Potomac, which is on right now on Monday. So we'll be live at 8:30 Eastern. We thank you to all of our callers for today, Kyra, Lisa, and LC Charm, and everybody that's been watching all season. It's been a great season. I mean, this. You know how I feel about the season itself, but here on the Lean Hour season for Beverly Hills has been great. This past week, I will say all of our shows have been well over 100 viewers or more. So that means that not only are we getting the views, we're still growing and we're going to continue to grow. So we thank y'all for supporting us all the time. Because we crazy, we wild, we love each other. Sometimes we hate each other. No, we never hate each other actually. But we always love y'all, no matter how much I don't like Jamie. No, I'm just kidding. All right, before super chat too. Nisha sent the super chat. She said two more not too long ago. One says you can actually do that. The group under the brokerage has to always advertise with the brokerage name as visible as the group. I guess that's speaking to the business with
Mauricio. Yeah.
Yes, we spoke to, and there's another one super chat from Nisha as well. Where she said, "Bye, Lisa is late in Atlanta. Lisa is in Memphis, not Atlanta, but we love our Lisa." So yes,
they got an hour behind us, so
she's right. It ain't that late for Lisa. She's in Memphis. But again, thank y'all for watching. I will make another comment too. Twitter, y'all showing out. If y'all watching us on Twitter, we really appreciate it. It was a point where we had just started going live on Twitter, and the views were like 1, 2, and 3, but like y'all are really making up a lot of the views. So. We love y'all watching up there, but come on over to YouTube and give us that too, because it is way more useful over here too. But if you can't, we appreciate it. Keep watching. We'll be here for Jersey. Married to Medicine ends next week, and Potomac, my God, we'll be going for another 5 weeks. So, like this video.
How many episodes?
Do you mind if I say?
My God, y'all.
5?
Do you mind if I say? Me and Cortez actually did the morning show on No Chaser TV, and Cortez is a nut. So if y'all want to see him be nutty, go watch it because he is.
Chase is doing his big thing, y'all. We're taking a break here at the Lean, but we still got some of our Lean panelists that are doing things to whet your appetite for seeing us on the screen. Yes, Miss Shantae is recapping. Happy birthday, Shantae.
Yes.
One person.
Oh, sorry.
One of y'all.
I put Shantae's link to she recaps Love is Blind and a lot of the smaller stuff that you viewers want to see us do that we are just do not have the capacity to do. Chase, you're doing your big thing as well. So like if you want to see us, we'll be around.
We're around.
Support.
I'm weak.
Happy birthday, Shantae.
The other Jamie says, did Kyle admit she and Morgan? I said, baby, let me tell you something.
No.
Jamie, no.
Kyle admit what? What is
Kyle did not admit anything, but please watch the reunion and then come back and watch this, and you'll see exactly why we feel the way we feel. All right, y'all. Check out the other videos. Make sure you check out No Chaser TV and Captain Creativity, which is Shantae's a channel, and Chase's channel, where you can catch other hot topics, other things as I just mentioned. The links are in the chat. And we'll see you guys next year for the next season.
Was cussing y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, that's if y'all don't watch the other shows. If y'all do, we'll see y'all then. If not, then we'll see
Danny.
And Danny couldn't be here tonight. We love our Danny, but he could not be here tonight. He's also part of this panel. So shout out to him too, who is, the MVP in my eyes over here at the
So you say.
Now, girl, you're not gonna look crazy. What's going on?
I said what I said. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Name them.
Bye, Mom. Bye, you guys.